Namaste children. So today we are going to start a new chapter, that is rocks and minerals. So in our earlier classes we came to know that the soil that is present on the earth, it is made up of rocks. Okay, means when the two rocks they are rubbed together or by weathering process, that soil it is formed. So now below the soil you will see big rocks, or when you are moving from the surface of the soil towards the earth crust, there you will find the rocks which we are saying as a bedrocks. So in our earlier class you came to know about different types of soils and the different layers that are present in the soils, and we even came to know about the main uses of soil also. Your soil is used as a medium for plant growth, where plants are growing. It's a habitat for microorganisms and soil organisms like earthworms, snails, so on. And even it is a place where the nutrients are getting recycled by the dead and decomposing material, and it's a place where water supply and purification will occur. And even it is soil, it is used as an engineering medium also, means it's used to construct the houses, to construct the buildings, to study about its materials, features, components and everything. So when we are studying about this soil, different types of soils, we came to know that a sand soil, a silt and a clay. So different types of soils we will find. So all such soils, let's collect all such soils and observe those soils under my magnifying lens. So when you will observe the soils under magnifying lens, we will find that the soil or the sand, it is made with small granules. Those small granules are the parts of your rocks. And now these rocks, that big rocks, they are formed by minerals. They are formed by minerals. So we are going to learn about rocks and minerals, where at first we are talking about the soil, the different uses of the soil, and we even completed the layers that are present in the soil, different types of soil. Yes, and when such a soil, take a fist of soil on a paper and start observing the soil with the help of a magnifying lens. When you will observe the soil with the help of a magnifying lens, like these small granules of rocks that you are able to find. So now means your soil, it's truly made up of rocks. Okay, now these rocks, with what materials your rocks are made up of? Because rocks you will find of different shapes, different sizes, different colors. Okay, so your rocks, they are made up of a units that are called your minerals. So what are minerals? Minerals are nothing but the natural non-living substances which are useful in our day-to-day life in so many ways. Those are minerals are nothing but the naturally available non-living substances that are found in the nature, that are naturally available, means that are made by the nature, which are non-living substances, and they are useful in so many ways in our day-to-day life. Such substances we are saying them as a minerals. We are extracting the minerals. Your salt is made up of minerals. Plastic, it is also made with some minerals. So many different uses of minerals are there in our day-to-day life. So the rocks that are making the soil are, they themselves are made with the units that are called your minerals. Your mineral, it is nothing but a non-living substance that is formed naturally. Okay, so now when you will clearly observe the rocks, as I said, that rock sometimes it may be made with only one type of mineral. Sometimes that rock it is made with more than one type of minerals. Okay, so now the type of rock, it depends on the quality and quantity and the arrangement of minerals in it. Okay, so the rock type, it always depends on the quality of the mineral and the quantity of the mineral. And one more thing, arrangement of that mineral while forming the rock. So based on these characters, your rock quality is also determined. So now such a rocks, if you will see, the rocks that are used in so many ways in our day to day life, rocks are also used in so many ways, like our constructions, it is used as an engineering medium. The ancient constructions, that is pilgrimage temples, forts, forts like your Taj Mahal, Red Fort, monuments like your Taj Mahal, sorry, Red Fort, monuments like Taj Mahal, even some Raj Mahals in the ancient days that are made with rocks only. So rocks are of different uses in our day-to-day life, where the rock quality, it depends on the quality of the mineral with what it is made up of. The second one, it depends on the quantity of the mineral, how much the mineral is present in it. And now the third one, arrangement of the mineral while forming the rock. See, all these three characters will always determine the rock's quality. Okay, children. So now the rocks that are present on this earth, they are broadly classified into three different types. See here, you are able to see rocks of different sizes, shapes and colors. So based on these features, we can say that rocks are of different types. So now the rocks on this earth, they are of different types on the basis of their formation. On the basis of their formation, or on the way different ways how they are formed, the rocks are mainly categorized into three different types. So the first one, the basis of their formation means if the rocks are formed from the magma by the volcanic eruptions, then we are saying such rocks as a igneous rocks. If the rocks are formed by the combination or by the depositions of clay, soil, pebbles near the seashore areas, then we are saying them as a sedimentary rocks. If the rocks are formed by the changes in the igneous rocks, first thing, igneous rocks are made with magma. Now those igneous rocks, if by the natural action, if they have changed their structure from one form to another form, then your third type of rocks are forming, that is your metamorphic rocks. So now rocks that are present on this earth surface, or on this earth, they are broadly categorized into three different groups based on their formation. One is your igneous rocks, the second one is sedimentary rocks, and the third one is metamorphic rocks. So these are the three different types of rocks that are available on this earth. Okay, children. So these igneous rocks means, already I said, the rocks that are formed by the uh, volcanic eruptions. Volcanoes means, already you know that in that volcano the hot liquid is present, which we are calling it as a magma. So during the volcanic eruptions, this hot magma, it will come out and it will flow. So now after flowing on the surface of the soil, at one particular time it will cool down. So due to the cooling of the magma, rocks will form that are called your igneous rocks. So now the cooling of magma even varies. The time period varies. If it is cooling fastly, then it is forming one type of rocks. If it's cooling too slowly, it's forming another type of rocks. If it is only the foam of this volcano, if it is cooled down, then it is forming different types of rocks. Means even the igneous rocks, based on the cooling capacity, cooling rate of the magma, it is again further divided into some different types. Okay, so far till now in our class we came to know that the earth that is present on the surface, or the earth, if you will see, it is made with soil, where the soil again made with the smallest units that are called your rocks. So rock granules, when you will observe clearly, you will come to know that rock itself, it is made with some minerals, and we have some different types, shapes and sizes of rocks. So based on the formation of it, all the rocks we have broadly categorized into some different groups like igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks based on their formation. If the igneous rocks means formed by the volcanic eruptions and by the magma, sedimentary rocks are formed by the depositions of pebbles, clays, and uh, pebbles, clays, soil, everything in the seashore areas, that is your sedimentary rocks. Metamorphic rocks are formed by the changes in the igneous rocks that are caused by natural actions, that are your metamorphic rocks. So in our next class we will come to know what are igneous rocks correctly, and what are the different types of igneous rocks and how they are formed, along with the uses. What are igneous rocks, the different types of igneous rocks, formation of igneous rocks, and the uses of that igneous rocks. Okay children, open your textbook, page number 44, and start reading the lesson Rocks and Minerals. Page number 44 you read children, so that we will continue the igneous rocks and types of igneous rocks in our next class. Okay children, thank you so much.